Good evening to all of you. Thank you, Dr. Ganesh. Really a pleasure to be with you all. I really hope that in this room, behind all this innocent looking face that is there are at least 100 of you become great entrepreneurs. That is my only hope, my sincere prayer, and I hope that each and every one of you achieve everything that you want in your life. And I hope that I can inspire you a bit, if possible, with my real life story and also some broad framework that I have tried to create since I've spoken on this subject several times. Start with, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on my new venture, but if you are interested, you can ask me questions. I have a few slides. The company is going to be called Medall, and the theme is passion, competence and commitment. One of the real reason that I now believe that I became an entrepreneur in 1991, I started a company called Vetri Systems, is really I was stupid. I really did not know what risk was. And had I calculated, had I exposed myself to too many MBA business model, I would have never ventured out. Because when I look back now, I cannot believe that I pulled off what I pulled off. And I'll explain some of those things that I did. And the reason I'm saying these things to you is to hopefully inspire you to be constantly thinking out of the box. There is a great amount of danger in the comfort zone. We don't realize it. When we are inside the comfort zone, we feel very good. And if you come to my house, some of you have come, and if you ask my kids, are you comfortable? They're all trained to answer saying no. Because if we are comfortable, we are moving. That is the motto with which we lead our life. So comfort zones have unbelievable amount of danger which we don't see. So if you're comfortable wherever you are, whenever you get out of the institute, a great institute like this, and if you're too comfortable within IIT, there are guys who keep doing their PhD and postdoc research because they're very comfortable. So my recommendation to you is constantly challenge. Am I comfortable? If I'm comfortable, I'm doing something wrong. Don't be too happy with that. And with that as the backdrop, I'm going to take Prateek's help to go to the next slide. Yeah. These are a few things that have always inspired me. A great man like J.R.D. Tata, when he got the Bharat Ratna, said, yeah.
Sir, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but as a student, what do you mean by comfort? And what do you think is comfortable for us? Because you've been here on the other side of the podium.
Great question.
I'll answer that question.
Please.
How many people did not ask questions? They are in the comfort zone.
No, I really love that question, and let's make it as interactive, and please don't hold back. Raise your hands and let's make sure that I'm answering. The key thing that I would say is don't get comfort with a set career path. When I was there, the only thing was in the 5th year you had to apply and get into a good university and get a research assistantship and teaching assistantship and get $1,000, and you didn't have to do a whole lot. The system did it for you, and that was the comfort zone. And you did the minimum amount that was required outside of that to explore the campus, understand the human behavior in the campus. And to me, that was a comfort zone that a lot of people get trapped into, and unfortunately, they're doing well, fortunately, but unfortunately, they are not enormously successful because they are a victim of the comfort zone that they chose to. Then the comfort was to do their masters in some university, then do their PhD in some university, and become a postdoc research, and then become a professor or an associate professor, move around. And that's comfort zone. So as a student, all that I would say is do one or two things out of the ordinary, such as Pan IIT, or do something out of the ordinary that would keep you out of that, or go play some sports and sweat it out a bit. Yeah?
So I don't know if you did it, Professor Ganesh.
Go ahead.
You are hitting Professor Ganesh because he is staying here.
Oh, no. You are now taunting Dr. Professor Ganesh because he's been in the campus all the time.
Dealing with people like you is not comfort zone.
We will talk about Professor Ganesh and his adventures in the... See, within a system, it doesn't mean you have to be a nomad like me, who went from Bombay to Kashmir to Bombay to back to Pune and then to America, then moved around and come back to India. There are nomads like me who love adventure and spirit, but there are people who accomplish quite a lot in this system. I'm not saying you have to be out of the system. You cannot be out of any system to be a successful leader in your life. So, nevertheless, I keep taunting him that he needs to get out of this campus at least for a couple of years, and hopefully I will succeed one of these days.
Sir, just building on the same point that Vikas said. So you said a student should be comfortable. Can we interpret that as constantly trying out something new? Because what you said, not being comfortable. What seems to me is that people want to try the usual career paths, like putting an app or getting a good job, seem to be putting more fight in the institute. And people who want to try something new, something different, they just want to explore. They seem to be characterized as people who are putting peace in life.
Very difficult for me to answer that, but I don't want to generalize. I think a great institute like this gives you multiple opportunities. At the end of the day, you have to be in peace and harmony with yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? So I'm not saying that. See, some people think that when you are not doing well in academics, and that is the truth. I couldn't top. I tried my best, and I couldn't top. In my third semester, I decided if I work very, very hard, I'll probably get a 7.7 GPA in those days. If I didn't work too hard, I will get a 7.2 GPA. But that 0.5 delta, I needed to make it up in something else. That was the self-realization that I had, right? So all that I'm saying is that there is nothing wrong if you're the topper. There's nothing wrong if you beat the system to be the topper, as long as you don't violate the value system. And it is perfectly okay to explore other things that are available to you in a campus like this. Here is where, in my mind, you can groom some of the entrepreneurial skills. That is the key thing, and we will go through the model a bit, and hopefully you will get to understand what you could potentially do. I don't think we will be able to, with the kind of exciting questions that are there in the hour and a half that we have, we will be able to do justice to this topic. But I certainly encourage you to explore in one or two areas outside whatever you're doing. If you're a topper, I don't want you to become an ordinary guy. Be the topper. Nothing wrong. It's very difficult to be a topper. Top is slippery. And it is a great thing to have to top anything. You have to have that uncompromising ability to top. Now, having been the topper, if it is taking you 22 hours a day to be the topper, and if you are happy, do that. That's all I'm trying to say. Does that help you? If not, we will talk later again. Yeah?